Hey everyone, today I have a review of the LEGO Star Wars set Armored Assault Tank. The set number is 75283, it has 286 pieces, and comes with 4 minifigures. The retail price for the set was $40 when it released in 2020. We'll start here with the minifigures, and first up, we'll start with Ahsoka herself. So this is based off her Season 7 appearance in the Clone Wars, and it looks pretty darn good. The Leku mold, though, I would say is a little long, but the detailing on the rest of the figure is really good and it's all there. She also has 2 face prints, one that's more of a neutral, kind of smirky, and then a back one that's a little more angry. She's equipped with 2 blue lightsabers like she is in the show, and overall it looks pretty good. It's a very nice figure. The next figure in this set is her 332nd Clone Trooper. Now this is the exact same as the 501st body and legs, the only difference here is the helmet. It has her specific print which matches the markings on her head. Now this figure was a big selling point for the set initially when it came out, as it was the only way to get it, and that's kind of what we thought was going to happen. That'd be what it stayed as. But as we know now, there is the battle pack that came out that has a whole bunch of these guys. But overall, the printing on it is very nice. Definitely one of the cooler clones they've released recently. The next 2 figures included in this set are 2 B1 battle droids. Now, these guys actually are a bit different. They kind of got that green camo-y type design, which is pretty neat. I'm really glad they did this for this set. Even though it's really not that big of a deal, it's still nice to have like a different version. And I'm really glad they do this, and I kind of hope they do this more so we can get more variations of the battle droid. Because just getting the same plain tan one every time is kind of annoying. Well, that pretty much does it for the minifigures, and it's an alright lineup. At the time of its release, it was really good because this was the only way to get the 332nd Trooper, but now that the battle pack is out, it's kind of lost some of its luster. And finally, we'll move on to the build, which is kind of lackluster. It's definitely one of the worst builds for the AAT we've seen. The bottom part, I just don't like the new piece they're using. I really like the old piece where it's much more of a flatter and smoother slope down rather than this really high up curve. Now the middle part of the tank does look pretty good. I like those really smooth pieces in the middle there. They make it look pretty nice, as are the extra cannons on the side. The top main cannon, it's just a little too big in my opinion for this model size they went with, because the whole thing's kind of downsized, but then the top cannon is like huge. It looks like what would be on one of the older tanks that was a lot bigger. So in my opinion, they really needed to downsize that to really make this set have a chance at looking good. Now I'm dogging on this set pretty hard, but I don't think it's that bad. I just don't think they put their full effort into it. Now one of my least favorite parts of the set is around the back actually. Now if you turn around, there's just this exposed area with a bunch of black bricks. It makes it feel incomplete, and the cannon on top does swivel 360 degrees and up and down, so it has good movement. The cannons on the side, not as much, but it works and it's solid. Now moving into these interior spaces, on the very top, the cannon operator, it's a pretty bare bones. There's nothing really in there. You can just set your droid in there, and there's no like control panels or anything, which it's really not that big of a deal, but it is lazy, I would say, to not include something in there. Now if you go to the bottom and open up where the pilot would be on the tank, it is a bit better. There are some control panels, nothing too crazy, but that's pretty much all we need, honestly. And onto the play features, actually, on the bottom of the tank, there are 2 spring-loaded shooters that you can activate from the back. Moving these little Technic things down, they'll push on the back of the spring-loaded shooter and propel them out. Now these are pretty nice, and I do love the integration of these. They are very fun, and I could see how kids could have a great time playing with them. That's pretty much it for the build, so to conclude my overall thoughts of it, it's not a very good build. Probably one of the worst AAT tanks we have gotten from LEGO. It's just not very good. The proportions are off. Some of the build is just doesn't seem right. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely not a very good build as far as accuracy goes. The reason people bought this set was definitely for those figures when the 332nd was exclusive. Altogether, I think it makes a decent set, and I can see why the price really hasn't gone up much since its retirement, especially with the 332nd battle pack that's out now. There's honestly little reason to buy this set. So in the end, I'd say it was a much better set at its release when that 332nd Trooper was new. I find it hard to recommend this set now because there's really honestly no reason to buy it. I mean, the Ahsoka figure, yes, but that's also in the Duel on Mandalore set, which you could probably get cheaper and also comes with Darth Maul. The 332nd is now in a battle pack. The droids, you could probably just buy separately a lot cheaper. And the tank is nothing really to write home about. With that though, I just want to thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know your guys' thoughts on the set down below. I'll see you guys later.